The phone buzzed on the nightstand, its screen casting a pale glow across the dark bedroom. My stomach twisted as I read the message. Boarding now, babe. Girls trip to the island. Wish you were coming. A heart emoji followed. The words should have warmed me. Instead, they felt like shards cutting into my chest. I hadn't slept in days. Not since seeing the name Kevin flash on her phone at 2 a.m., followed by a string of messages she deleted before I could read them. My thumb hovered over the reply button, trembling. Enjoy the island with Kevin. I hit send, ears ringing with the pounding of my own heartbeat. The silence of our empty bed felt louder than a scream. 7 years. Sarah and I had built a life together. Late-night talks over cheap wine, lazy Sundays tangled in sheets, her laughter filling every corner of our small apartment. But lately, her warmth had faded, replaced by hurried excuses and locked screens. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was stress at work. Maybe she was planning the trip with old college friends. But Kevin's name, her co-worker, too charming, too close, kept surfacing, a bruise I couldn't ignore. I had asked her once, casually, over dinner. Her eyes darted away, her fork scraping the plate too loudly. Just a work friend, she said, her smile tight. I wanted so badly to believe her. God, I wanted to. The phone buzzed again. What are you talking about? It's just me and the girls. My stomach knotted. The lie was there, stark in the moonlight spilling through blinds. I could have let it go, buried my doubts in denial. But instead, I opened our shared location app, the one we use for safety on late-night drives. Her blinked, not the airport. A hotel, 30 minutes away. The air thickened around me, pressing against my ribs. I grabbed my keys. The drive was a blur of neon signs and rain-slicked roads, knuckles white on the steering wheel. The hotel loomed ahead, gaudy lights promising luxury and discretion. I parked in the shadows, breath shallow, scanning the lot. Her blue sedan sat crookedly, as if in a hurry. My heart pounded, a drumbeat of dread and adrenaline. I didn't want to be right. I wanted to be the paranoid husband, the fool who'd apologize tomorrow over coffee. But deep down I knew. The lobby smelled of jasmine and polished wood. Too clean, too perfect. The clerk barely glanced at me as I mumbled something about forgetting my room key. I took the elevator to the 3rd floor. Her location pulsed on my phone like a heartbeat. Room 312. The hallway stretched endlessly, the carpet muffling my steps. I stopped at her door, hand frozen on the handle. Voices leaked through, hers soft and laughing, another low and male. My chest burned, a mix of rage and heartbreak. I knocked. The voices stopped. The door creaked open. There she was. Sarah, hair loose, sundress wrinkled. Her eyes widened, flickering with something guilt, fear, or both. Mark. Her voice cracked high. What are you doing here? Who's with you? My voice was steady, though a storm raged inside. She stepped back, and I saw him. Kevin lounged on the bed, wine glass in hand. His smirk faltered when he saw me, but he stayed still. The room smelled of her perfume and something sharper, betrayal. It's not what you think, Sarah blurted, words tumbling out too fast. We were just catching up. He's in town for a conference. Stop. My voice cut through hers like a blade. You told me you were at the airport. You lied. Her mouth opened, closed. Eyes darted to Kevin, as if he could save her. He didn't. He just watched, as if the scene was a performance he'd paid to see. Mark, please, she whispered, stepping closer. Her hand reached for mine. I pulled back. The touch I once craved now felt like poison. I didn't mean for this to happen. It just did. What just happened? I spat, voice rising. You snuck off to a hotel with him. Deleted his messages. How long, Sarah? My hand shook, and I hated how much I still loved her, even now, standing in the ruins of us. She looked away, tears brimming. A few months, she admitted, voice barely audible. It wasn't supposed to mean anything. Kevin finally set his glass down with a deliberate clink. Look, man, let's not make a scene, he said, calm in a way that made my blood boil. We're adults here. Get out. I said, I's never leaving Sarah. He hesitated, then grabbed his jacket, brushing past me. The door clicked shut. Silence fell, suffocating. Sarah sank onto the bed, hands covering her face. I'm so sorry, she sobbed. I love you, Mark. I didn't want to hurt you. Then why? My voice broke. Raw, jagged. Why him? Why this? She looked up, eyes red and desperate. You were always working, and Kevin, he listened. It was stupid, I know, but it felt good to be seen. Her words cut deeper than any lie. I had been working overtime to save for a house, for our future. Every late night, every missed dinner, for her. And she turned to him. I wanted to scream, to tear the room apart, but I just stood there, drowning in the truth. I'm going home, I said finally, voice hollow. Don't follow me. The drive back was silent, rain blurring the world outside. My phone buzzed, Sarah calling, texting, pleading. I didn't answer. Back in our apartment. Her scent lingered, lavender betrayal. On the counter, her plane ticket to the island sat untouched, dated for tomorrow. She'd never planned to go. Hours later, the door creaked open. Sarah stood there, soaked from the rain, eyes pleading. I flew back, she said, voice trembling. I couldn't go through with it. I love you, Mark. Please, let's fix this. I stared at her, the woman I'd loved, now a stranger in my home. The ticket on the counter mocked us both. You didn't fly back, I said, voice cold. You were never leaving. Her face crumpled, the final lie exposed. Some betrayals, I realized, and cut too deep to heal.